Kyle, James, I need you two to create an F1 lobby. I'm gonna run to the store and we'll play when I get back.
20 minutes later.
All right, guys, let's get to play. Oh my goodness! Why in the world does Denny Hamlin have 6 NASCAR Cup championships? You two get rid of those championships or you're fired!
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Driving in Circles podcast, episode 23. We got this weekend, our boys back. Jose Home Cup Jr. is back for this episode. Jose, tell him where you've been, what you've been doing.
I've been out doing my thing. I'll be out doing things, man. I was just in Newcastle, Indiana for some go-kart racing. I met David Land, pretty cool guy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we couldn't get a David Land intro. Hopefully, one of these days, one of us will be able to sit down and talk with David Land. David, if you are listening to this podcast, we'd love to have you on as a guest. Please reach out to us. Crossing fingers. So this weekend was a relatively tame weekend. Still 4 races. Trucks and Cup were both at Richmond. Xfinity was down in Road America. And then, of course, we had the classic Spa race in F1. James, trucks, what happened?
Carson Hocevar, W number 3. If you would have told me last year that we would have gotten 3 Carson Hocevar W's in the regular season alone, I would have called you crazy. And then I would have said, stop playing with my emotions. As a huge Carson Hocevar fan, I could not be more happy, more ecstatic, more elated, more what are other words for being happy?
Exuberant.
More exuberant, more exacerbated, whatever you want to say. I have been blessed by these 3 Carson Hocevar W's as he goes into the playoffs with the most wins among all the drivers. All I can say is they ain't believe in us, but God did. That's all.
Oh man, I did see the end of that truck race. Ty Majeski, absolute choke job. Absolute choke job by Ty Majeski.
I didn't get to see any of the race, but I did see something on Twitter after. I actually didn't watch any races this weekend because I was at work. But Haley Deegan, boy, I was defending the NASCAR women at the start of the season, but what she did to Ryan Vargas was a piece of shit move. I don't know. Don't agree with it. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw it, but like, she just turned right on Ryan Vargas. I forget where Vargas ended up finishing, but he had a solid run. But I just saw that. That was the only thing I noticed from the truck race. I was pretty
Ryan Vargas finished a smooth 30th.
Oh well,
While
I don't know how
Haley
good the run
Deegan
was.
Haley Deegan went on to finish top 15.
She also got yelled at by Dean Thompson after the race. I don't know
Again.
For a third time.
Because the first 2, third time's the charm. Hey James, I know this is a little early in the episode, but you might have to bring out your stock board here and tell these people about a Jake Garcia 4th place.
Say I've been informing the masses. You're looking at the wrong Hispanic. Everyone's looking at Nick Sanchez. No eyes on Jake Garcia. Jake Garcia couldn't run the first race of the year because he was 17. Now he is an 18-year-old. He's running all these races, and he's efficiently finishing races. Didn't make the playoffs because he did miss a couple races, but these Jake Garcia stocks are going to take off, especially next year because he gets to run the full calendar. I think he makes the playoffs. I think he makes a good run at it.
Yeah, absolutely insane what he's doing in that truck. He's running that same team that Christian Eakes has got 2 wins in. And hey James, we're not done with your stock segment yet. Look who finished in 5th. Your guy, another one of your guys in the KBM 51.
can't even lie. I wasn't that high on Matt Mills, but I saw him running this KBM one-off, and I said, I can't pass up this opportunity. And I jumped on it, qualified P5, finishes P5. Great run from Matt Mills. I think we all gotta give a little clap because this KBM 51 has only been good when Kyle Busch is in it. It's a fact of life, mostly because Jack Wood sucks, but Matt Mills comes in, performs. I think he deserves a couple more shots.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as we all know, for some reason, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series regular season is over. Corey Heim is the regular season championship. Now you might be wondering, since Corey Heim is the champion, there's another Corey that might be missing, and we might have put him on timeout for a couple episodes, mostly because to avoid just him screaming and going on 15-minute rants about his guys. Yeah, you'll see that first is Corey Heim winning the championship, but then you'll see later on in the Xfinity race why we might have done that. Anything else, you guys? Thoughts on the truck race?
I feel like we should seriously discuss about how Haley Deegan should not be running in the Craftsman Truck Series anymore.
I think she's got to move to Xfinity.
No, I mean send her back to ARCA. Put her in the
ARCA.
NASCAR Weekly Series.
Back to art. She needed the Coca-Cola iRacing series.
Send her to Chinese
Come on,
Formula
man.
4.
Sort of
She's
long,
gonna get she's gonna get eaten up by all those Coke drivers, dude. She's not even good enough on the sim.
So we can just move on to the Xfinity series at Road America.
Yeah, James, what was that saying that you had with after the Portland race? What did you say?
What? I have no clue what I said.
You said something about you throw NASCAR Xfinity drivers could barely race.
Oh, you throw NASCAR Xfinity drivers on a road course and they lose every bit of knowing how to drive a race car. And it happens every time they go. It's without fail. Without fail. And we've learned that again this week. You put Xfinity drivers on a road course and they forget how to drive.
You can tell that a lot of these drivers forget how to drive because Sam Mayer won this race. Very upsetting. Very upsetting.
Very. I don't know how we can recover from this. For being honest, I don't.
What is this top 10? Parker Kligerman in second, Sage Karam in fourth.
Sage Karam had the race won for 2 corners.
Not even a straightaway in one corner. Half a straightaway.
Ridiculous.
Kaz Grala in seventh.
We also need to talk about the absolute choke job that Corey's other guy, Justin Allgaier, put on. Absolutely sold.
What did he do? I know he got sauced up by Sage Karam, and then what happened?
He spun out.
Oh. That explains why he finished 18th behind Blaine Perkins.
Yeah, diabolical things happened. Sage Karam had the race won until he overdrove the literal next 2 corners. No one's talking about how we got a Parker Kligerman P2. Third place, Austin Hill. I didn't know he could do anything other than win on super speedways, but he did indeed. Prove me wrong. P3. The elusive Riley Herbst W has eluded us once again. P5.
Eluded us. What do you once again? He's
Once
never
again.
gonna reach. He's never gonna reach victory lane. Wait a minute, but then again, I said that about Sam Mayer.
And then we got a Josh.
Well, way to go, Kyle. You just jinxed all of us. Now we're gonna have to deal with Corey.
Who the
being
hell is
happy
this?
Oh my God! Get him out of here! Get him out!
He hacked our servers once again.
Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Who's that?
No.
Oh my God! Who?
So sorry, guys. So sorry, guys.
We've been hijacked. We've been hijacked.
That was absolutely not our fault.
We're
one
We're so
of those
sorry.
weirdos.
We're so
One of those
sorry.
weirdos.
You don't see us all right now, but we're all doing the Japanese bow down in respect to Kyle. We're bowing our heads, saying sorry to you, love.
so very sorry.
Woman aside,
What? Yes. Brake failures. Lots of brake failures.
Chandler Smith died.
Chandler Smith totaled the car so that he would live. Jeff Burton did not seem too happy about that. He was like, I don't think it's right to total the car to slow yourself down. Personally, I would have done something else. What else could he have done, Jeff?
I have no clue what you're talking about, but everyone in the booth said it was smart.
No, Jeff Burton was saying something like he could have done something else other than just hook a left. I was like, what are you talking about?
It in the grass. Like that could have helped a little better, but yeah, I assume that the race car driver knows what he's doing.
I assume too. I mean, he's the one in the he's the one in the seat, so
He's the one in the what, Kyle?
In the cockpit.
There you go. You paused at like the worst possible time.
I know. In rounding out, I just looked at the finishing results. Catherine Legg, who made it a mere like.
Because I know you like putting down women because your favorite truck driver is a woman and she sucks. But Catherine Legg had a mechanical problem that was not her fault, and you're about to be like she was last because she woman and she don't know how to drive.
I was gonna say it says right here fuel pump issue. It was a fuel pump issue.
Where was she running? Was she running good at least? I was actually excited about it.
Died 2 laps into the race.
Oh god damn it! Where'd she qualify?
I gotta go.
Hold on, let me look. I got you. She qualified 24th, which is not actually bad.
24th in a 07 car.
Can't even be mad.
Well, hold on a minute. We got a problem. There was only 31 cars that qualified. 7 of them didn't even put a time in. So technically, like 30th, she qualified around 30th.
Well, you know what? Good for her. Good run. I like Catherine Legg.
Good run for 2 laps. At least the car's in one piece. Better than what like Hailie Deegan can do.
So what's next? Are we gonna get to the Cup Series or?
Nah,
we are going to do
Formula E.
F1. Because you know why? F1 also had a race on Saturday.
The sprint.
Where Lewis Hamilton should have honestly gotten a 20-second penalty for what he did to Sergio Perez.
You're looking too much into the hold on, I'm gonna put on my little British hat, my little European hat. You're looking too much into the consequences. It should be just based on the move. FIA looking too much into what happened afterwards with the Red Bull tiring. You should at the move itself.
It's a real shame, honestly.
I mean,
yeah,
it's a real shame because it was a racing. It was an incident. Nothing crazy, but then the literal next race after that in the race on in the race on Sunday, turn the first corner, Carlos Sainz comes over and absolutely ransacks Oscar Piastri, destroys his tire rod. Not Nathan, no penalty, no nothing. He just walks free.
Really? You think that was Sainz's fault?
He just turned left.
I
mean, right. He just turned. There was nowhere for Oscar to go. Oscar was already committed to the line, and Sainz just turned in on him.
I don't know.
Unless Oscar literally stopped, there was nowhere for him to go.
I'll have to look at it again, but based on like that was the only thing I could really watch this weekend was the start of it, and I thought, from my opinion, I thought that was Oscar's fault.
I don't know where you want Oscar Piastri to go other than stop in the middle of the racetrack.
It was too ambitious.
Too ambitious of what? Where was he? Where? I don't understand where this is Oscar's fault. He got cut. He got put in that position. It's not like he dove it off in there.
Well, what else happened during the race?
Literally nothing else.
Yeah,
During
no,
the
that's
sprint,
all right. These are usually our short segments because F1's so boring.
Oscar Piastri almost won the sprint. If it was 6 laps long, Oscar Piastri would be an F1 winner, but good old Maximilian Verstappen had some things to say about that.
We got a
Yeah,
we got a Red Bull 1-2. Perez
the
P2 baby.
the second Red Bull car finished 22 seconds off the pace of the first Red Bull car, but I know
Oh,
Jose.
you know what we got to talk about is the now growing rivalry with in between AlphaTauri and who people think is the number one driver. Because
Juki.
Daniel Ricciardo got absolutely shitted on this weekend.
Yuki Tsunoda is him. I don't know why we keep going.
I mean, Yuki Tsunoda has proven that he could just go in there and just
Ky-
take Perez's seat. You know.
Kyle's our little Yuki Tsunoda, so he's really the guy we go to for Yuki facts.
Yeah, man. Just from pure pace, he can definitely outrun Perez and given in the same car.
Well, I don't. Well, never mind. Kyle's not our little Yuki.
100%. I mean, you look at Checo, 22 seconds off the pace of your teammate with the same car who also started 4 spots ahead of him. I just think that Perez is an absolute garbage can. But
We slightly disagree, but it is what it is.
Slightly. What do you mean slightly?
Nobody's disagreeing. Me and James agree.
We agree.
Well, I disagree. Well, Pete.
Is clouded.
Well, if Hamilton was in that car, like he was talking about, it would what be 17 seconds?
Oh, you were high, young fella. You are high, young fella. You're saying there's only 5 seconds of pace difference between Checo Perez and
I'm not talking about.
According to George, I'll tell you what. According to George Russell, Mercedes is only about a tenth. He say we're only about a tenth off from the Red Bulls. A few tenths. He said that.
What is George Russell?
Where did George Russell even finish? Bro finished 6th behind Fernando Alonso. Oh, Charles Leclerc podium.
Who finished 8th? Who won?
Oh, it was James. James won the.
James
I
won.
got the point because Lance finished 9th.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? For like the last 10 laps, Lance was running 8th, and then with 5 to go, Ocon passed him, and that made me depressed because it was like.
Hey, you know what's funny is that this is one of Alpine's better weekends of the year, and their team principal is leaving.
Yeah, he got fired. They kicked him to the curb.
After Pierre got a P3.
They fired the whole staff, basically.
Yeah, they fired the race engineers, the principal.
They say departed to make it look better, but he got Amar got fired.
Did you see that he went on the F1 podcast and was talking about that this whole like pushing to be better thing in the 2 days before he actually got fired? He went on the F1 podcast and spent like almost 2 hours talking about his journey with Alpine, and just for him to get fired 2 days later. So now who's gonna be the team principal?
The people on Twitter do indeed talk, and I've been hearing talks of our favorite strategist turned team principal, Mattia Spinotto.
No way! Shut up.
That's what Twitter says.
The French are never gonna hire an Italian to do their work.
At this point, Alpine are just gonna start throwing stuff at the wall, throwing out bull and hoping it lands. At this point.
Well, that was F1. Let's get to the main shebang. The reason we're here, the Cup Series.
which was also boring.
Suarez just having an absolute disaster class. I just don't want to talk about it.
Well, we can talk about this.
I took a shower. Yeah,
Kyle
hey,
argued with his Asian mother. What we can talk about is this Daryl Wallace Jr. masterclass and this
no,
23
no, 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 no. If we're gonna
through
talk
disaster
about any
class.
master class, it's gonna be
Shut up,
the
Kyle.
man who won the race, Chris
Christopher Busher.
Bell.
Oh no. We've pushed the Christopher Busher agenda all year, and y'all didn't want to listen to me. And now he wins.
Oh, wait, nephew,
Push the Chris-
Demarion, go back and we need a timestamp. Where has James talked about Chris Busher?
I have been pushing the Christopher Busher agenda all year, and
Absolute
y'all
bullshit.
ignore me. And then when he wins, everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, look at this amazing performance! RFK is really all that good. Oh my goodness." I feel.
What we're not gonna do, what we're
What we're not
not gonna
gonna
do,
do is
It's
what
lied
James,
to our public. It's
James,
lied to the fans.
James.
y'all give
What
me.
we're
Y'all
not
give
gonna
me a whole
do
segment
is
about
is
whose
is
stocks are rising, and then y'all don't listen to my stocks, and then when they're right,
James.
y'all get upset with me.
We're not gonna have you gaslight our whole audience about you backing Prosper, Texas.
With a population of 30,000 and Christopher Bush gonna win in front of more here at Richmond.
That was probably the worst coming to the line call I've ever heard.
Hey, that was like it wasn't bad. Y'all just don't pay attention. Y'all didn't pay attention.
I definitely think that Vince Welsh's Ross Chastain call was more memorable. And
Prosper, Texas, with a population of 30,000, and he's gonna win in front of more here at Richmond. That was actually pretty good. Y'all just haters.
I don't know. I feel like he could have
That,
said
lock,
something else.
that locks in already Chris Busher into the playoffs. It was already
Chris
pretty.
Busher was already locked into the
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah, he was already
He
pretty safe.
was 120 points to the good before.
Hey, and you know what? He might have a good shot at winning the next few races. I mean, coming up on the schedule, 2 road courses back to back.
When has Chris Busher ever been a road course driver?
He finished P3 when Torres won at Sonoma.
Wait, you don't know that Chris Buescher is a road course racer?
When have we ever pushed the what?
Yeah, look, yeah, the fan who really cares about Chris Busher, James Ashbourne, doesn't know
Chris
that.
Busher is decent at road courses. The last time he went to the next road course on the schedule, last time we went there, he almost died at Indy.
Well, that
Hold
was
on, look,
that
let's
wasn't.
read the RFK Racing meme post. I'm telling you, baby, that now this getting this Busher guy, the dude has just started and he come around his cup. Hold on, where is it? Where is the part where he said master class on road courses? Here we go. Babe, don't even get me started on the road courses. Shane Van Gin's hamburger or whatever. Don't hold a candle to this guy. Once we get back on the real road courses, Chris has like 8 straight top 10 finishes on road courses. He can literally get a win at Indy. Fact check that. That is on the RFK Racing Instagram.
Child, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I heard
Speaking
nothing.
of Shane Van's great gets
Jesus
from
Oh my
Christ,
God!
get
Look,
out of here.
apparently
Like to
there's a
get.
we have
huge rumor going around
we have
that he's
broken.
gonna be
Oh my God!
going
This guy's
to the
hacked into our
NASCAR.
thing again. We are so sorry for that, guys. We are so
We are
sorry.
so we apologize.
If you see us right now, we're all bowing our heads again.
You just so we're so
We're
sorry.
so sorry. Don't worry. We'll make sure he gets taken care of, exterminated almost.
We'll send him to the scooping room.
This is unacceptable. We here at Dick Pod do not stand for any of that.
We come here to give you the best possible podcast every week or every other weekend. Things like that, it doesn't live up to our character, and we're so very sorry.
Gomendasai.
We with Chris Busher locking himself in at Richmond. Well, let's look at this little point standings here. Let's look at a little little point standings.
Al, I'm gonna say this because I know you like reading everything. We could for real go from like 14th down.
Well, that's where I was gonna start.
No,
Brad
I know you were.
Keselowski.
You're gonna start from number one because that's the type of person you are. We can go from 14th down, Kyle.
You want me to talk about Martin Truex Jr.? Blah,
I love
gross.
talking about Martin Truex Jr.
Oh no. Let's start with Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski, who are pretty much safe. It's pretty. They're done. Kevin Harvick's almost 200 points up, and Brad Keselowski is 150 points up. They're safe. We got to talk about Bubba Wallace in 15th, and Michael McDowell. I cannot believe Michael McDowell is holding the last chase spot or the last playoff spot on merit. No goofy wins. You know who he's going to beat out in points? Daniel Suarez,
Don't you dare.
Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Austin Cindric.
We still wait, Kyle. You can't say this. Shut up, because we still have two road courses and a super speedway, and God knows that NASCAR is gonna try and push this Chase Elliott agenda as far as they can.
Oh my God! Are you telling me that he's going to win at Watkins Glen and lock himself into the playoffs? Because that's the kind of agenda they're trying to push.
I mean, hey man, if it rains a tad, they're gonna say we're not using these rain tires. We're gonna call it 3 laps in. Now that Chase has the lead, and we're gonna go to Daytona. That's exactly what they're gonna do, cause they can't do anything without their golden boy. Also, I'm gonna go on a tad bit of a rant here. We last year, the NASCAR community crucified right rearing people. When Bubbers Wallace did it, it was he's a terrorist. He's a terrible person. Should never happen again. Tell me why. I prepare myself to watch this NASCAR race on NBC at Richmond, and they give the little pre-race promo package, all packaged up and nice. And why do I see Chase Elliott right rearing, like cooking Denny Hamlin at Atlanta at Charlotte in the promo package? Why is that in the promo package? Why are we promoting this? But we crucified Bubba Wallace when he did it. This makes no sense.
3 words, James. 3 words. Black and white.
I don't know.
That is all.
Myself.
That is all.
But pretty mid race weekend overall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's see here. Short track racing. I know they're trying to overhaul this. They're trying to overhaul this package. As you know, they had a testing session today actually, where they used different splitters and they actually took off the rear diffuser and trying to help the dirty air and how that affects short track racing. So that's going to be very interesting to see if they implement that this year or they implement that next year.
There's no way they just throw it. There's no way they just throw it on this year. There's no. I mean, unless it's like really super duper good, and they say might as well have it for the championship race. But
This year alone, they've already made like 2 or 3 different packages. Like I know they definitely came with a new package at North Wilkesboro, and then they
and that
definitely
was
changed it
garbage.
like one more time.
And
They
that was.
definitely changed it one more time. So it's not
I feel like
out of.
Rich is better than the other short tracks because this race was actually semi entertaining.
Well, I mean, you know,
Also, when you have
NASCAR
people
fans
ripping
have
the
no idea
wall,
what.
when you have people ripping the wall at Richmond, I think that deserves a little credit.
I mean, just NASCAR fans have no idea what they want. They wanted old school racing. They got the old school single, and then now everybody's saying that why is this track having a second race? I mean, I don't understand. Uh, it was just a very okay, weekend of racing. Nothing extraordinary.
Yeah, we've been spoiled this year with good race weekends. So
Have we been spoiled? Have we been spoiled? Have we?
I agree. I think we've been
Have
spoiled.
we been spoiled? Think
Yeah.
about it. We haven't had a good F1 race since
Well,
Bahrain.
it's F1. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I mean,
since Bahrain. NASCAR has been really hot and cold, and IndyCar, of course, every week is a banger. But we haven't really been spoiled. The
I'm so
greatest day of motorsports got ruined this year.
that
Maybe
is
not for good. Monaco,
true.
the Indy 500 had a super duper controversial ending, and the Coke 600 wasn't even on Sunday. We've
I
I
mean,
don't think you can say we've been spoiled as race car fans. I don't think you can say that right now.
it's just mellowing out right now. I'm just me. I'm just been super duper depressed because I can't wait for this upcoming weekend at
Kyle, if you
Nashville
don't get the hell
to see
on, your
my guy.
favorite driver won the Daytona 500. That high should last for the whole year. If you don't get on somewhere, you're just out here
No,
kicking
but the
rocks.
Roman Grosjean
You're just out here
sadness
kicking rocks.
is overwhelming that. The Roman
Dog,
Grosjean pain
dog,
is
dog, dog,
hurting.
dog. No. If Bubba Wallace won the Daytona 500, I would not like Lewis Hamilton and Marcus Ericsson could both get fired, and I could be like, meh. You out here, Roman is just doing what he normally does, and you're so sad.
He's just doing his thing, which I
This
don't
should be
want him to
normal for you. You
do.
know some, oh, I'm so depressed. Oh, this is the norm. If you were
It
so
is
sad,
the norm.
if this was so terrible, Kyle, I thought you would have done something sooner. As like bandwagon.
Hey man, I'm already trying that, but not in IndyCar. I'm trying that. I might have picked up a new driver that I'm gonna be or a new team that I'm gonna be supporting, and dropping my my alliance with Ferrari Power Unit teams.
That boy likes Aston Martin.
No, not Aston Martin.
And who is it, Kyle?
We are going to McLaren.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother. Now they're gonna be garbage again, Kyle. Look at what you've done. We finally gotten good McLaren. You've just bandwagoned over. Now they're gonna be garbage. God
You know what
knows.
this means is that F1 that this means that Ferrari is going to be competing for the championship again.
No, they're not. No one's
Either that or
competing for
Haas
the
is going to be
champion.
getting
Just
regular
Red
points
Bull.
again.
Kyle,
Next year's going to be our year, guys.
know that,
Next year's
Kyle?
going to be our year.
You're delusional. You know that?
Next year's going to be our year.
Well, that's about it, huh?
I guess. Kyle, you're delusional. You're an idiot, and I have no more. I have more bad things to say about you, but those would not be user friendly, especially on this app.
Well, guys, I think that'll do it for this episode. We kind of got super sad. Well, I got super sad. Anyway, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Kyle, get on somewhere. I must have got super sad.
I got super sad.
You're sad, Kyle. You can't be happy. Can't be
Can never
pleased.
be happy. Can never be happy. Well, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Make sure to follow the Instagram. Make sure to hit post notifications every time you get notified every time we upload here on YouTube. Help us grow our channel. Then maybe sometime we could actually get David Land on our podcast. Well, no, there's something else to say. James, hit that outro music.
Bye bye.
And we'll be playing Whole City away next year.